Hi everybody, it is Friday, my name is Lisa, and you are watching Queer Theory. So, of course, the landscapers decided to come as soon as I started my video. So if you can hear like mowing in the background, that's what that noise is. So this week's topic on Queer Theory is how comfortable you are with your sexuality and/or gender identity, and how open you are with expressing those things. So when it comes to me, I identify as female, so gender really doesn't come into a part. But with my sexuality, that's when things start to get a little bit confusing. And I'm pretty sure that Molly, and I bet you Alex kind of relates to this a little bit, because, I mean, with Alex it's more about his gender, but with me and Molly, like, describing our sexualities to other people that aren't a part of the queer community, it gets a little bit confusing and they don't really get it. So when I first decided to question my sexuality, I kind of identified myself as pansexual, but as I started to explore myself a little bit more, I realized that that was really not true. So to give you a little bit of a background on how I identify as queer, and some people really don't understand that. Like, queer to a lot of people just means, alright, so you're gay. It's like, no, I'm not gay. That's not how it is. So basically, I'm attracted to everyone except for people who are cis male and identify as male. So I guess that's why I labeled myself as queer, because I'm not bisexual, I'm not pansexual, and I'm not totally 100% lesbian. So queer would be the best term to describe me. So explaining that to people is a little bit difficult. Usually when I tell people that I'm dating a girl, they're like, oh, so you're a lesbian? I'm like, no. They're like, you're bisexual? I'm like, no. They're like, then I don't understand. So most of the time I just don't really explain it to people if they don't ask. If they ask, I do tend to tell them, but usually if they're strangers or people that I don't really know, I don't genuinely just come out and say, oh, I'm queer. But I am very proud to be queer. A lot of my close friends and people that I'm in contact with a lot know that I am queer and what the definition of queer is in my eyes. So, yeah. So when it comes to expressing my sexuality to strangers, I kind of want people to know that I'm queer, I guess, if that makes sense. I mean, there's definitely, like, stereotypical ways on how a girl can express their queerness to strangers. You know, like by the way they dress, by the way their hair is, by the way they act. So typically, I mean, I'm not going to say I try to dress gay or whatever, but since coming to terms with myself and since coming out, I feel like I just want people to know. I don't know, it's just, it's weird. Like, I don't really like when people assume that I'm straight because I look straight. And I don't know, I just really don't like that. Like, to me, I feel like you shouldn't assume a sexuality or a gender on someone without asking first. So when people ask me when they first meet me, like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, no, I don't have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend. So you shouldn't assume that I'm straight based on what I look like. And it's really funny because when I shaved the side of my head, everyone was like, oh, you look more gay. And I'm like, yes, I look more gay. Thank you very much. I take that as a compliment. I mean, like, and it's the little things, too. Like, I mean, I'll wear t-shirts and shorts all the time. I don't really wear dresses. I don't wear heels. I wear a rainbow bracelet all the time. Like, it's just little things that I kind of incorporate into the way I look to make me seem more gay, I guess. And I know some people aren't like that and don't express their sexuality through their clothes and don't really care for strangers knowing and don't want strangers to assume that they're gay based on what they look like. But for someone like me, who is typically more feminine looking, I just like when people aren't surprised when I tell them that I'm queer.
My back is hurting. Look at the pup.
Say hi, Dobby. Say hi. This is Dobby, everybody. So, yeah, that is how I express my sexuality and how I feel. I need to express my sexuality in order for it to be apparent that I am indeed not straight, like everyone thinks. I am queer, and I have a beautiful girlfriend that I love very much. So that is it. Those are my opinions for this week's topic and this week's video. I hope you all have a great weekend. You were watching Lisa on Queer Theory. Have a good night. Bye.